is enough said.
What's up, Heat Nation? Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Guys, don't forget to support the channel, like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Now together, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Man, I love saying that. Now look, I'm not going to do a shout out for this video, you guys. Nothing like that. I already did that earlier today. If you haven't seen my episode earlier, you guys, please make sure to check it out when you're done with this one. I did talk about the game yesterday, the whole ordeal with Jimmy Butler, all that shade he was throwing. But we ain't talking about Jimmy Butler in this video. The reason why I'm posting the second video today, you guys, and we haven't done this in a while, there's not really a lot to report, not really a lot to talk about, especially in the rumor mill. But something happened last night, and I want to talk about it. It was reported last night by Shams Charania and multiple people out there that Damian Lillard from the Milwaukee Bucks, it's been reported that he has blood clots in his calf muscle. So he's out indefinitely. And to be honest with you guys, he's going to be out for the rest of the season. I don't see Damian Lillard returning after having blood clots. He's on blood thinners. Now, this has happened to players recently. Asur Thompson, Victor Wembanyama also, he got shut down for the year for blood clots. So the same thing is happening to Damian Lillard. And Miami Heat fans know all about this because we experienced it 10 years ago with Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, after LeBron left, he was slated to be the guy, given a maximum contract extension. First year of that contract, he gets a blood clot in his lungs. He was actually having difficult breathing in certain games before he was diagnosed, so it was pretty serious. Chris Bosh came back the year after, got blood clots again in his calf, just like Damian Lillard. And he was forced to retire because of that. Now, Asur Thompson, Victor Wembanyama, their situations are different, you guys, because they're young. They're in their early 20s. Damian Lillard is 34 years old. And it hits hard, you guys, because Damian Lillard is still playing at an all-star elite level in the NBA at 34 years old. And I know for Heat fans, you know, you're looking at this, you may look at it one or two ways. You may think, damn, obviously we all think that sucks. You know, this goes beyond basketball. Put that crap to the side. This is about Damian Lillard, the man. He has kids. I wish him nothing but a speedy recovery, and I do hope, especially as a father, I hope this isn't something that impacts his health. But we're getting away from the personal side, and let's get to the sports side. I mean, as a Heat fan, you're thinking, damn, had we traded for Damian Lillard, we could have been dealing with this ourselves. I don't think that way. I think it's a stupid way to think, but I know there's got to be some Heat fans that have probably had that thought in their minds. But who cares about that, man? It's about Damian Lillard. It's about him getting better. So I wish him nothing but the best. Even though he wasn't traded here to Miami, I have no salt towards Damian Lillard. I wish him nothing but the best. But the reason why we're talking about this, you guys, is to get to the point of the topic of the video. With Damian Lillard out and the Milwaukee Bucks trading away Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma, this puts Giannis Antetokounmpo all alone to carry the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee, who currently has a 40-31 record, 5th seed in the Eastern Conference right now. They're 2 games down from the 4th seed Indiana Pacers, but they're tied with the Detroit Pistons. And the way that Detroit's playing, I think Detroit's going to take that 5th seed, and Milwaukee will be a 6th seed going into the playoffs. And who are they going to have to play? The New York Knicks. That's going to be a difficult battle. And if they win that series, they're going to get Boston in the second round. Look, Giannis is an incredible player, but can Giannis pull a 2018 LeBron James with what LeBron did with that trash Cleveland team? I don't know. But here's the true question, you guys. With Damian Lillard being out for the rest of the season, most likely, going into the offseason, is it time for the Miami Heat to strike while it's hot? And what I'm talking about, you guys, is going after Giannis Antetokounmpo this offseason. Why am I saying that? Well, for those of you that don't remember, about a month and a half ago, I posted a video about Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the reason why I posted a video on it, because it was reported by guys like Brian Windhorst and Shams Charania that if the Milwaukee Bucks do not have a good 2025 playoffs, that Giannis will, per reports, he will look to possibly ask for a trade. And there were two teams that was reported a month and a half ago that were on Giannis's wish list. The New York Knicks and the Miami Heat. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure Heat fans are like, ugh, not another rumor. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Because now it's getting more serious, you guys. Now it's getting more believable. Milwaukee shot themselves in the foot by doing that Damian Lillard trade, to be honest with you. I mean, look at the team when they had look at what they had before they traded for Damian Lillard. They were number 1 in the East. Yeah, they got bounced by the Heat, you know. But they were a great regular season team. I'm not saying it was a mistake trading for Damian Lillard, but that team was predicated on their defense. You lost Drew Holiday. You traded for Damian Lillard, and you have not been able to make up for that defensively. Offensively, they're great, but they suck on the defensive end now. And defense wins championships. Let's be real. So if I'm the Milwaukee Bucks and I see an injury like this to Dame Lillard, I'm sweating bullets, y'all, because you know that Giannis is going to be pissed going into the offseason. Giannis has said this before after his 2021 championship. He said that he's fulfilled his obligation to Milwaukee by bringing them a title, and he wants to win another championship. He has said that he would like to do it with Milwaukee, but if he doesn't, he has no problem going to another team. Look at these dudes' numbers, you guys. 59 games played so far this season, averaging 30 points a game, 6 assists, 12 rebounds, 1.2 blocks, 0.8 steals, 60% from the field, 60% from the free throw line, not really a free throw shooter, 19% from 3, trash, but we know what Giannis is. You insert Giannis in this Miami Heat team, instant contender. But the real question is, you guys, what do you give up for a Giannis Antetokounmpo? Because you're going to have to go all in. Let's be real. You got to go all in. But if you're Milwaukee, the trade does make sense. Think about it, y'all. If Giannis wants out, what do you want for a superstar level player? You want young assets, draft picks, and expiring contracts. The Heat have all of that going into this offseason. And we're talking about Giannis. So you got to make the trade enticing. I mean, you need to offer guys like, you got to meet the contract. You got to meet the numbers. Now, in the offseason, there's more flexibility for trade. Giannis he has 3 more years left in his contract, making $57 million next season, over $62 million a season after that, and rounding it off to $68 million on the final year of his contract. But we're looking at the number for next offseason, $57 million. So you're going to have to include multiple players. You can include, I would say, offer Andrew Wiggins, offer Duncan Robinson. Terry Rozier, of course, but you're not getting rid of Terry Rozier. People are asking me, Ernest, who could we get for Terry Rozier? Nobody! No one wants Terry Rozier. Even when this contract is expiring next season, y'all saw how hard it was to trade Kyle Lowry. It's not going to be easy trading Rozier. He's ass. He's not even playing right now. So I'm going to take Rozier's name out of the equation. We're stuck with him for now. But you can comprise a package of Andrew Wiggins, who will be in the final year of his contract before a player option, Duncan Robinson, who's on an expiring contract next year, and it's not fully guaranteed. Remember that. Milwaukee can just cut him, and they don't have to pay his full salary. Throw up Jaime Jaquez Jr., which apparently is clapping the cheeks of Eric Spoelstra's ex-wife, so he ain't even getting playing time. Throw in Jaquez, throw in Jovic, throw in Kel'el Ware, throw in multiple first-round draft picks. That's the type of trade you're going to have to do to get a Giannis Antetokounmpo. For people that are going to be in my comments and they're going to say, why the hell would the Heat do that? Well, it's Giannis. For Giannis, you got to give up the world because you're going to be competing with other teams, especially competing with New York if he becomes available. So Heat Nation, I want to ask you, for a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo, what would you be willing to give up? I know people are going to say Bam and Tyler. I don't think that's going to be the case. The Heat are going to try to work out a trade with Milwaukee if it does happen for players around that. Now look, if you got to give up Tyler, you got to do what you got to do. Tyler's from Milwaukee. It works. We can include Tyler Hero in that package. Tyler Hero's coming up for an extension, so this could be the second half of Tyler's career. But if they're taking Tyler Hero, I want to keep Kel'el Ware. Because I want a front court of Kel'el Ware, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bam Adebayo. Oh my God, that would be disgusting. You also have a draft pick. That's the thing. The Heat, it's depending on what they do. If you make the playoffs, now your 2026 and 2028 picks will be lifted. The protections will be lifted and you can include them in the trade. Or you don't make the playoffs and you get 2 first-round draft picks, which you can include for a trade for Giannis. It's all depending on how it works. So Heat Nation, let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments. Do you think it's possible to go after Giannis? Do you think Giannis is going to want out after this whole Damian Lillard ordeal? Because, y'all, if Damian Lillard's not playing, Milwaukee has no chance. No chance. Unless Giannis just goes God mode and no team can beat him. But he's one guy. It's called a team basketball. So Heat Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said.